2020, we were all tested, but we at St. Therese were not found wanting. We stayed grounded in our faith. We never gave up hope. We reached out to each other in love. We put our trust in God first. We remained good stewards of His gifts and blessings. Going forward, we need to double down on God first and stewardship at St. Therese. We invite you to watch and learn what a God-first mindset means to the many faces of our parish, and how we can do little things with great love and be good stewards and servants of God. Our pastor and a few parishioners share what God first means to them.
God first means to me that we give the best that we have, return the best of our blessings, and do it with a sense of joy, and not out of a sense of duty, but joyfully.
It's really a way of life that we have, that we're learning to be disciples for Him and to learn how to pay back our gifts. Think of the priority of paying God first. It's like the movie Paying It Forward. We have to spend our gifts and give our time and talent and our treasures to others.
God first means God is the creator of everything. Everything we are, everything we see, everything we hear, smell, and touch are all gifts from God. Included in this is everything we own. Putting God first in our lives means graciously accepting and generously sharing these gifts amongst ourselves, our family, our parish, and our community.
Putting God first in my life means completely surrendering my life to Him, realizing that my purpose for living is to glorify Him. It's taken me a long time in my life to figure that out, but that's what it means to me on a daily basis. That means spending time with Him. And what helps me to do that is to do spiritual reading. I'm currently involved in a Bible study here at St. Therese called Walking with Purpose, and it is a wonderful ministry that helps me share my faith with others and have friends and spiritual support along the journey.
Cristo es todo para mí, Cristo es nuestra fe, Cristo es nuestra vida y nuestra esperanza en este caminar. Nuestra fe debe de llevarnos a creer cada vez más en Cristo y vivir una vida correcta cristiana, traerlos cada día a mi familia, a la Iglesia Católica, a comulgar. La comunión es lo más cercano y lo único que nos acerca a Cristo Jesús. El ministerio de la familia nos acerca también a nuestra fe en Cristo. Gracias.
Take my 30-minute car ride to work, to and from, and I talk to God. He is now definitely my co-pilot, and I've become closer and closer to Him by doing a simple step that every day now. You start feeling God's little nudge that tells you you want more. You definitely want more.
God first in my life is putting God in church and out of church, putting God first in both of those places. Putting God first out of church means attending Bible study so that I get a better understanding of what God is and what God wants for me. And putting God first in church and in the community means being a member of the Peace and Justice Committee, which speaks to me, especially caring for God's creation.
Me, I always felt that I had to find some passion, something that I really liked, that I could give back to God through sharing with other people. So in my case, it was music. I'm not a musician, but I loved playing the guitar and singing. So I became part of the music ministry at church. I bring my guitar with me when I go to my Bible study classes and prayer groups. So it brings me a lot of joy to be able to play, and I hope that it brings joy to the people that hear me, and it's brought me closer to God.
So I found really reaching my hand out in faith to others in community at St. Therese through groups such as Walking with Purpose. It's a Bible study that we've started at St. Therese this year. Really helps me become stronger in my faith. I learned so much from the other women that participate in the program. and helps me to put God first in my life.
Putting God first to me means just letting go and knowing that He's in control, and just to kind of be along for the ride. And when wonderful things happen, not to take the credit for them, but to give God the credit.
Putting God first to me means keeping Him present in our lives and foremost, talking about Him with our family, giving thanks for all the many blessings that we have, and especially our health.
God first to me means to pray to Him every night before I fall asleep and just appreciate all the things He does. Saying the blessing before we eat and just thanking Him for the foods.
God first means to me is thanking God for all the wonderful things in my life.
Let's watch Stewardship in action at St. Therese.
What does stewardship mean to me? Grateful, gratitude.
I joined the Women Bible Study to better know the living word of God. I will invite my fellow parishioners to join a stewardship that fits their needs. The more we give to God, the more we are blessed.
Trato de poner a Dios en el primer lugar de mi vida, pensando en Él en oración y sirviendo a mis compañeros feligreses, siendo un ministro de la Eucaristía.
I give back my God-given time by decorating the altar for Him. It is God first.
I enjoy being part of the Finance Council. God blesses us with talents, and those talents need to be used to help and to be developed. For me, this is a way to help my church community.
We are altar servers.
God has blessed me with music abilities, and in putting God first, I use them to enhance the Eucharistic liturgy.
With 2021, I'm very hopeful for a renewal of an effort, and with this initiative as a great promotion for people to be engaged, to step up to our needs, and to really to grow in the whole spiritual life. And stewardship is spirituality.
God is calling. What is your answer?
Here I am, Lord. Here I am, Lord. I come to do your will.
There are so many ways to get involved in stewardship at our parish. Let's all do what we can, as often as we can, to the best we can, to serve our God.